ser una artista en Roma y ser la mejor pintora del mundo.
Eso es lo que tú quieres, ¿no, Joe? Ser una escritora famosa.
Sí, pero suena muy vulgar cuando lo dice ella.
Mis hijas siempre andan metiéndose en líos.
Bueno, yo también. Os presento a Meg, Amy, Beth y yo.
Pienso abrirme mi propio camino en el mundo.
So this film is so alive, so full of energy. There's so much dancing and physical expression. What was it like, you know, on set? Was it like that when the cameras weren't rolling?
It was probably even more lively off set.
I remember Greta, 2 weeks from the end, being like, all right, everyone, we're almost there.
Yeah.
Everyone to, like,
Calm
chill.
down.
Yeah.
But in fairness, though, it probably wasn't fun for, like, the crew having to wrangle us, but it kept us going, I think. I think it was really, and Greta recognised that, it was really important that we had this very kind of, like, this easy dynamic offset, and then we just rolled onto set and kept messing about, didn't we?
Little Women has shaped so many people. What's the book that has shaped you as a person?
I read The Second Sex a couple of years ago, which was a mammoth read, and it took me a very long time to finish it. But that has definitely made an impact on me, for sure, yeah.
You know, in the past, well, not in the past, formatively, like Perks Being a Wallflower, that was a very important book for me. But recently I read a book called Winners Take All, and do you know that?
No, I don't, but I'm taking note.
Yeah, but well, it's I guess it's not personalized. It's kind of just it's a scary read. It makes you feel like we're oblivious to a lot that's going on in the world.
When I was a teenager, I was totally in love, and I reread it twice because I just loved their relationship. It was One Day. I loved that.
The Anne Hathaway movie, did she do that? Yeah.
Yeah, no,
did.
not the film. I don't like the film.
Oh.
I like the book, though.
I got that.
I know. But I can say that I think lots of books are better than films, and that's why making films from books is so scary, is because you have to create the right characters that everybody is imagining in their heads. And I particularly like the book more. And also, I read recently Other People, and that was really beautiful. Same thing, really, just this, like, ongoing friendship and love between two people that isn't necessarily always romantic. It's just this complete and utter long-living love that I love.
Long live and love.
Yeah, that I love. Sorry.
That I love.
And now a classic question. Who's the most like their character, and who's, you know, the most different?
Good question.
Laura's like mommy.
Laura is like Marmee.
Yeah.
Meryl is not like...
Meryl is not like Aunt March, I would say.
No, she's not.
She's the, I would
She's
say
not,
she's
yeah.
the most different to her.
Oh, you know what? Maybe
character.
Bob Odenkirk to a degree that I felt bad. Like sometimes, and he's excellent in the movie, and he's a warm, loving father. But I just, you know, it's Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, so he'd play this earnestness sometimes, and I would be like, I can't watch this. This is throwing me so hard.
I feel like you're not at all like Laurie. You see? I don't.
Yeah, you are like Laurie.
Yeah. Oh God, you have a night. What do you say? Okay. I'm a monster. No, I think I think in many ways, yeah.
Well, you're three of the most prominent young actors working today, and I'm sure you've seen each other's films. Which one's your favorite film from one another?
Fighting with My Family for Flo. I loved Flo. I loved the brother-sister relationship between her and that great actor who played her brother.
Yeah.
I just love how effed up Midsommar was, and I actually got to see that not in a movie crowd. I think I saw it in Connecticut or something, so like a real audience, and people were so thrown. Like, what is this movie? So that was pretty cool. And with Saoirse, it might be Brooklyn. I just love that movie, and you know, I've said it in front of you before, but I had worked with an actor named Emery Cohen on another movie called Hot Summer Nights. I was 19, and I remember him coming to set. There was a bunch of British actors on our movie, and they were all like, "What? Tell us about that Saoirse girl. Like, is she as good as people say?" And Emery was like, "No, she's the real deal, you know." And,
I loved her face in Brooklyn. I just, like, every single nuance that you did was so...
I filled out a little in Brooklyn.
No, it was so beautiful.
Did you say you filled out?
I did. I was a little chubbier back
Your
then.
faces are great in every
Sorry,
movie.
yeah,
What about
yeah,
Timothy?
No, I'm the one who said it.
What about Timothy?
Beautiful Boy, I think, was the most... I watched that when I was working with him, and I remember having so many questions and, like, having a speech ready to say to him. And Greta cut me up, and I was like, shit.
You just saw it while we were shooting it, actually.
I loved Call Me By Your Name.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, before I even knew who Timmy was, I used to love Homeland. And I remember when he was in it, and I was like, who's that kid? Because he was so good, and he started doing something. I mean, it was an incredible cast in Homeland. Like Tracy Letts was in it as well.
Yeah, you're right.
But I remember
Daniel
thinking, who's that? And yeah, so Homeland and Call Me by Your Name.
Hay ciertas personas que son indomables.